I haven't seen Evil Dead 2 yet. What would you think? I'd think that you're a cinematic idiot, and I'd feel sorry for you. All right. Why? Because it's a brilliant film. It's so funny and violent, and the soundtrack kicks fucking ass. I never thought I'd say this, but can I go work now?
Now, here we go.
Where are we?
I love where.
Are we still in February?
We're in February.
Okay. Damn, I can't believe that came out in February. I'm actually surprised.
Office Space.
Office Space.
Office Space.
All right.
Which is not a film. It's a fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's a very simple comedy, but about
Comedy
the topic.
done right.
It's comedy done right, and one of the last times comedy was done right.
Yeah.
I have a very special relationship with this film.
Do
Same
you?
here. Same here.
I was fired from a job because I was quoting from this.
No.
Yes.
I go to work now pretending I'm the main character from the movie. Like I still hold this up.
What about bills? What are you going to do about bills? I never really liked paying them.
Yeah.
I personally don't understand
Great.
why Mike Judge stopped making movies, because he has clearly great ideas. That's Mr. Beavis and Butthead, man. That's what fucking made
But
that movie.
I'll burn the building down.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know. Like, it just seems like this is his.
My stapler.
This is
My-
like his
my
one-hit
stapler.
wonder that just like I don't understand what happened.
Yeah. It was a great little movie. This is a good movie.
I was
I
fired.
know
I
the
recommend
heavy
it.
hitters that are in this year, but
Yeah.
like this is a good fucking movie.
It's
I
a
was
solid
fired
comedy.
from quoting this film.
No, I just tell me real quick. What did
Yeah,
you
you should
quote?
probably-
What did you quote?
Because
and
anyone who
how
hasn't
did
seen
that
Office
happen?
Space,
It
if you
was
hate your job, watch it. And
Yeah.
everybody hates their job, but
Yeah.
no one hates
This
their
is
job
like
more
the
than Dan.
Clerks, but in Office.
It was a very busy, loud restaurant
Uh-huh.
with loud music. It was full. I was talking to our best regular at the bar, where this is the end of my time there, and he's like, "So how you doing, Dan?" I was like, it's time. I'm starting to look for work, and he's like, "Whoa, He grew concerned. He's like, but you're gonna come back in. He's like, oh yeah. This isn't like one of those other jobs in my past where I hate the place and I want it to burn down. So right away, him and I start quoting, but I'll burn the building down. One of my other coworkers, who, by the way, I'd have to say, you ever see my cousin Vinny?
Yes.
How can you actually identify these two guys through all? Well, that's what my court case would have been like if I had to go and be like, so through the crowded restaurant, the busy bar, the loud blaring music, you really heard, which you weren't standing next to me, the fact you swore I said I was going to burn the place down, when in
Oh my
actuality,
God.
I was freaking quoting Office Space.
Wow. Look at that. Quoting a movie can get you in trouble like that.
Is that ironic?
That's ironic.
Let's ask Alanis Morissette.
That's pretty fucking
Like
amazing,
rain.
though. Wow. Let's keep it moving, though.
Let's
After
go.
Office Space,
There's
where
so
we at?
many heavy hitters. I would love to take some time and talk about this movie, but
Yeah.
I don't think
We got a full year.
If we
ahead
didn't
of
give a
us.
half hour to fucking Thin Red Line, this is definitely going to be a two-parter, though.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like, we're
And
going to
I'm-
get to March, and we're going to cut this off, and it'll be two.
Yep.
Okay, where
Yeah,
am I?
where we got Backspace, bro. Come on.
I'm working on it. All right, well, there's a couple we could skip.
Yeah, go ahead. Just name them off.
20 dates.
Keep it moving. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't
Now,
know.
200 cigarettes.
200 cigarettes.
That was good, right?
That was
That was good?
That was good for some.
I dated a girl that liked it.
I didn't care for it myself.
It's one of the Afflecks, right? Is it Casey Affleck?
Yeah, he's in it. It was like one of his first things.
It's both Ben Affleck, Casey Affleck.
Yeah, it's one of those Dazed and
Dave
Confused
Chappelle.
things, but it wasn't as good as Dazed and Confused.
Dave Chappelle was in
Yeah.
it.
But it was a big deal when it came out
So,
for like a second.
It's probably worth a watch. Oh, Courtney Love's in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of
She-
people
she
like
can
pop
do
people
things.
from the
Christina
moment.
Ricci.
Yeah.
All right.
Who directed that?
Guess-
Jay
Schleier.
Moore, Paul Rudd.
Who directed that?
Risa Brayman Garcia.
Nobody that you remember. Okay, keep it moving. Let's
And
go.
it's a red link, so they don't even have a.
They don't even
a
have
wiki
like
page.
she's done nothing
Done.
after.
He or she is done.
Yeah.
Next, The Breaks.
Is that the movie with that guy from that kid?
Really?
What the fuck? I'm trying to remember.
You know
That
the
guy
song
from that kid?
The song kind of goes like this. Mm-hmm, him. What is it?
I literally quoted Clerks right now. You have that one movie from that one guy that was in that movie last
I drink
year?
my coffee hot.
No, keep it moving. That's not what that is.
I don't know what this is. It looks. I don't know.
It looks like something that they're trying to make.
It looks like
the
my
80s.
balls across your nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Bad Friday.
Yeah.
The Other Sister.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. Again, it's one of those movies that from my side of the family, they were like all happy. It's a mentally challenged woman that falls in love. It's a love story with two mentally challenged people.
We are so PC.
I'm just saying, it's like, I don't know. It's like they can have a story too. They have
Wait. This mentally challenged that falls in love with another woman.
No, a woman. It's a romantic comedy with two men.
I thought it was like a
And it's,
scissoring comedy.
No, it was not that. Unfortunately,
It's Gary Marshall. No, Gary Marshall directed.
Yes, it was one of the Marshalls.
So
Pretty
Juliette
woman.
Lewis and
Walking down the street, pretty woman.
Now, it's not a movie that people remember, but for some reason, it's like a movie that people. When you speak about it, people. Remember.
It's not bad. It's like, you know how My Girl makes you feel.
Yeah, I got you.
Maybe My Girl makes me feel. I guess I don't know.
No, I love My Girl.
You
That
know
was
what
great.
I'm saying? It's like it's a nice little movie.
I got you.
It was, it's like
next.
Simon Birch.
Next.
Okay.
Next.
Simon Birch. I remember.
Wasted
Simon
way too much time on that one already.
Yeah.
Now here's one that's gonna tear us apart. 8mm.
I like 8mm.
I mean,
Yeah,
Joel.
but this is the problem with 8mm.
Depends on when you ask me. It's like I like it, I don't like it, I like it, I don't like it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I was like, I like 8mm.
Listen,
Though I tell you this much, I have not popped it in to watch it since.
Joel Schumacher didn't handle the
haven't watched
material well.
15 years but you know what it is? What pissed me off? They were trying to do something like 7 did something so awesome that they thought they could do it.
Yeah, and this wasn't it.
And
you know what? Yeah, if you're gonna compare it to 7,
7 is the only movie you can compare it to, but they go to like this place where you.
Well, it's the
shouldn't, but they
same
do.
author, same screenplay.
Yes, that's where it feels the same. But it was like, oh man, I'm not saying that he put nipples on his outfit like he did with Batman, but yeah, I recommend.
Maybe we should do a double feature of my favorite Martian and 8mm.
That'll be some funny shit. To a very serious movie and a comedy.
And then we'll do Payback and Simply Irresistible, and then I will commit suicide.
If I had to recommend it, I would, but I don't know if you'll get more than one watch out of it. But go ahead.
Okay, we're moving into March.
This is upscaling. March is a big month.
March is a huge month.
Yeah.
I was born in that month.
Woo!
Okay, so we have. We'll start with. This is going to be a polarizing one too, I think, because it's. Analyze this.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of any of the analyzes.
I could watch it. I like it.
Yeah.
I own it.
De Niro, right?
Yeah.
Or Tara might own it. I don't know. Somebody owns it.
Somebody
that
owns
lives in this house owns it.
It's in this collection somewhere.
I don't. I don't hate it. I don't
What
love
about
it.
You've got the double feature.
What about the sequel?
I don't hate it and I don't love it.
I couldn't believe it that when you made that movie, I was like, okay, cool. So it's like these two people that have this cool conversation. It's pretty funny and something, but it was enough. But then they make a sequel out of it. I was like,
it was like this. It was like Meet the Parents.
Yeah.
I was done after Meet the Parents.
Yeah,
I mean, the other ones are okay, but like
that's exactly how this movie was when they did that.
I mean, it's do you need it?
Whatevs.
Do we need it to survive?
Yeah.
Is it Magnolia?
No, hell fuck no. Keep it moving. Let's go.
Entertaining, whatever, but okay. Next is oh boy, Cruel Intentions.
Remake.
I hate this fucking movie.
Ryan Gosling, Sarah Michelle Gellar. Who else?
I don't think Dangerous Liaisons needed a remake, and they sure as hell did not need a cute, sexy remake.
The modern sexy cast,
it didn't. It was like
sexy, but sexy because they were those were the young people coming up. Whatever.
That was
Yeah, whatever. The only reason why people watch this is because what's her face ended up kissing what's her face.
It was too
naked.
Sarah Michelle Gellar is pretty fucking dirty in this.
Yeah.
And that's about it. I mean,
she's a person that I didn't think would be ever in a movie like this ever.
Who's the other girl?
Reese Witherspoon.
Okay, so
she was right off the heels of
this is right in the
after Mark
the
Wahlberg. Fear.
Scream Buffy Fear thing. It's all in
Reese Witherspoon was in Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she was the chick that walks by.
She is in it.
Wooderson. So
Super nobody,
when he's talking about high schoolers.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I did not know that.
But we've said enough of this shitty remake.
Right. Well, this was a big movie.
It spawned a good song though. I do like Bittersweet Symphony. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
By the Verve, that was in this.
Yeah, that was where the song
was good. The Colorblind from Counting Crows.
Yes, it's in that too.
Yeah.
Yes, I
The
totally
soundtrack
forgot.
isn't bad.
The soundtrack is actually badass.
Bittersweet Symphony, I think, came out before
No, it was
this.
because of that. That was the ending.
No,
Of
it came out.
If it came out before this, but this
in
movie,
Britain, though, in Britain.
it was. It was
the movie. The movie really.
The movie sprung it right out.
Oh,
of the
I'm
fucking
sure.
thing. You know what I mean? But but that's as much as credit as I'm gonna fucking give it.
Yeah, it was big though. It was a big team.
It ends with their song with that fucking song.
Now here we go. Now we can start talking about the meat.
Yes.
Lock, stock, two smoking barrels.
Oh yes, man! I fucking love this fucking movie. If there's any, if in terms of like the non-super like artistic movies, this fucking movie I watched so
Guy
many
Ritchie.
fucking times. He embodied the.
You didn't think this movie was artistic?
No, I mean it has its moments, but it's international, so it's like I didn't see it as an
that
art
makes
film.
it makes it artsy already. Just because
Yeah, the fact that
It's not
it's
American.
international, so
just because you need subtitles
Vinny,
to
Vinny,
read
who is
to,
it?
to get through the English.
This is what it got, yo. It got some fucking good ass writing.
Yep.
It got cool ass fucking characters, and the simple of the fucking movie just like brings it out, man. Everybody's so fucking colorful. All the characters they come out so good because the script is so fucking awesome, man. Like, yo, if there's a fucking movie you need to watch, it's got comedy, a little bit of action, a little bit of fucking cool shit. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I don't know what you're doing with your life. That's one of the best movies that came out that fucking year,
And
like, hands down.
I don't know how good your what English accent is that?
It's British, isn't it?
No, but it's a certain.
It's not Cockney. Is
Yo,
it?
let me tell you,
Maybe.
I was hooked on that shit. Bro.
All I know is I had to watch it. Literally, I had to watch it with,
And you know
with
who-
subtitles.
It's-
Oh,
thick,
that's
yeah.
funny, yo. You know who's in it though? Do you remember who's in it? That's like a ridiculously huge action star now.
Vinny.
Jason Statham.
Oh,
What was
really?
he in?
Yeah, he's like
Oh,
a fucking
yeah,
huge.
yeah.
He's a huge action star now, playing all these shitty ass fucking action movies, and then also he's in the Expendables. But this is the movie that you should go. That and obviously Snatch, but it didn't come out this year. But Snatch, I highly recommend from the same director. We keep moving.
Yeah,
but
no, there were a good
Lock,
series of
Stock
flicks.
is a fucking good movie, and I'm probably gonna watch it soon. But go ahead, man. Next.
The Corruptor.
No. Oh yeah,
Oh,
they're
boy.
trying to capitalize on this Chow Yun Fat shit after fucking. They're trying to bring in that
Chow
American
Yun
slash
Fat.
yeah
Chow
with
Yun Fat.
Mira Sorvino, right? Is that the chick?
Mark Wahlberg.
Oh no,
and-
okay, I'm mistaking it for the Replacements, but
Yeah.
but anyway, yeah, it's one of those action movies. Yeah, no one really needs to talk about it. They were trying to capitalize on this kind of like Rush Hour shit.
Next.
Next.
The Deep End of the Ocean.
The fuck is that?
Oh, boy.
I know it by
Yeah, yeah.
picture.
I remember
It's a
the
movie
picture,
I've
yeah.
never seen that I'm pretty sure family members of mine have because it's got Michelle Pfeiffer in it. Yeah. Keep it moving.
Stepmom. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
called.
like that. It's like all that shit.
I don't know what that's about.
Her sister's sexy.
The Rage, Carrie 2.
Yeah, that. Wow, that was in '99. Why would I think in my head that was?
You would
way
think
later?
that's something they release now.
That was no. Oh, you know
They
what
were
it is?
ahead of their time on
That was
releasing,
the sequel.
re-releasing crap.
Yeah, that was the sequel to the original film.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Now
I
fuck
didn't,
that.
I didn't need that.
I didn't need that in my life.
It's Carrie 2.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah, The Rage.
So there's nothing to say. Baby Geniuses. Moving on.
I don't know who saw that, but that's just plain stupid.
Wing Commander.
Oh
I
yeah,
remember that, but
shit.
it's more garbage sci-fi.
That was like one of those things that it was based on a video game.
The Star whatever Troopers. This is that. Not
No,
as good.
that's
No,
Not
it's
as
way
good.
cheesier than that, bro.
Yeah.
They try to capitalize on Wing Commander. It's a video game, if I remember
Oh,
correctly,
boy.
and they try to
Yeah.
capitalize to do
That
that.
just
But keep it
looks
moving. It's
horrible.
got that dude from Scream. I forget the funny one, but anyway,
No thanks.
Exactly.
Next. True Crime.
is that the one with
Clint
Eastwood.
Yeah, with Clint Eastwood. I remember that. I never saw that. I'm gonna be honest with you, and if I did, I don't remember.
Clint Eastwood does a lot of good things and a lot of shit.
Is this one of the ones he directed?
within the same movie.
Did he direct this one or just
Yeah,
started
this
it?
is one of his.
It's one of his
So when
early
he
ones.
directs a film, there's a lot of good shit and a lot of shit
Yeah.
within one film. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
one
yeah.
of those cases
where it's like that.
there's good moments surrounded by crap. What else?
What else we got here?
Forces of Nature.
No, thank
Oh
you.
my
Oh
God.
yeah, I remember that.
Sandra
Yeah,
Bullock, Ben Affleck.
again, these are the kind of movies that I know because of my family members.
Rom-com crap.
Yeah, it's exactly
They
what it
redid The King and I.
Yeah, with Chow Yun Fat.
Oh no!
No,
this
right?
is the
The King and I.
the Disney or
who is
whatever
it?
animated cartoon.
Oh yeah, that's right. They
Who
did
is that?
that. I
so we
forgot
could
about that.
skip past
Yeah,
that
keep
one.
it moving. Yeah, Disney was not doing anything good in '99.
Is that even Disney?
If it was,
I
it's
don't-
not.
I don't
Wait,
even.
what's the woman in that?
It's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
Probably one of those straight to fucking video shits. I don't remember. I don't remember them releasing that shit.
The King and I. Yeah, I don't even know who the fuck put Warner Brothers put this out.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
Whatever.
That shit must have been straight to
we
DVD.
wasted. Then there's another animated film, Doug's first movie.
Oh wow, I remember that vaguely, but I wasn't a Doug fan. I was too old for Doug.
Yeah, Doug was a decent show.
Yeah, it was. But it wasn't something I said, "Oh my god, I need to go see." I wasn't a fan.
I have a feeling
I was too
Doug's
old for
first
it.
movie would probably be like the Simpsons movie.
Yeah. It's kind of sad that
not as good as the show.
It's kind of sad that.
Let's say that.
Real quick, I'll give you this. Doug fans, I thought they would hold this up to higher because I don't know. I totally forgot about that. That there was a movie.
That just gets lost in it.
It's not like the way we are. We hold things up on a fucking platter, for God's sakes. But anyway.
Okay. Ed TV.
Not a big fan. That reality TV shit, they were trying to capitalize from Truman Show. It was just like, get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah.
True. I didn't really give a shit.
It did well, but
yeah, it did well. It was a hype, but it was a more pop version.
That was a Ron Howard flick too.
Yes, it was. I didn't think personally.
That's why it's hit or miss.
To the moon.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Ron Howard. He literally can either miss or really get a hit.
I didn't realize how many remakes there were. I thought the remake thing was now because we just got to rehash everything because no one has an
99 didn't
idea.
have that many remakes. I mean,
the
Mod Squad. I saw it and I remember it being one of the most earliest films that I said, I don't like this. It's just that. It's that Cruel Intentions thing, you know what I mean? Like
Claire Danes and Omar Epps.
It was a hype train, bro. It was a hype train. It was far off of that. And I didn't even know it was a remake.
All right, so to end March 31st, a movie came out that Friday. In my mind, the greatest film of all time.
All time and also this year, you think?
For 99, definitely.
Yeah.
The Matrix.
Now let me tell you something. I'll just real quick.
Fucking Matrix, you assholes love that shit out there. You love that fucking Matrix shit.
Now Dan can attest to this. I was not a fan of the Matrix when it came out.
Yeah, neither was I.
I became a
Neither
fan.
was Dan.
Saw it.
We were not. We actually had this whole thing, but I don't know if you remember. We filmed a little thing about that shit too. Remember? You remember in your house?
Yes, yes, I do.
This is what's funny because of its sequels, and people will hate me for this. Because of the sequels, I appreciate it more. Why? Because it became the movie that I wanted to see after the sequels. The movies became the movies.
Because the sequels are so bad, you're just like, I'll take whatever I can get.
No, not even that. The movies.
They actually just showed you a Wing Commander VHS, and you were like, oh, this is pretty good.
No, man, I think that the Wachowskis went somewhere with the franchise that they couldn't have never gone with the first one, and I appreciate it more. But
they're getting sued because of that
I understand
film
it's
now.
got the big
anymore.
cult following. It's got all the conspiracy theory tie-ins, and the people have written fucking all these pieces on the Jesus factor and all this shit. But like, it's really not that smart, folks.
No, it's simple.
Not.
It's very
it's
simple.
Stupid shit. That seems kind of smart. I can see why dumb people think it's smart. It's not smart.
Yeah, that's why this is a real talk.
Go get yourself a real fucking film, and then tell me the Matrix is smart. Then I'll fucking slap you and float around you
but at the time,
in a panoramic style.
It took me 2 years to appreciate the movie, but I will never say that movie standalone is good.
It's
never
not the
will
worst
say
movie
that.
I've ever seen in my life.
No, hell the fuck
but
no, yeah.
I have to overstate the fact that this is not a smart film. This is not part of the intelligentsia.
Have you seen it?
This is not.
Do you think you may?
Have I seen it?
No,
Yeah,
no,
I've seen it.
I mean, recently, like now, like
No, I haven't seen it recently. I'm not wasting my time. I have
Yeah.
real movies to watch. I have actual fucking films that I want to see to watch. I'm gonna waste my fucking time with the Matrix.
I appreciated it 2-3 years later when I said this movie does not work by itself. It needs to have sequels, and it did. And
I bet you people out there that love 1999 thought we'd get to the Matrix and be like, oh, the fucking Matrix. This is not. I'm gonna again say this is not a smart movie. It's just not.
No, it's not.
It's just not. There's 2 of them on this list, and I'm gonna fucking be very, very, very mad when I get to them. This would be one. There's another one coming.
Awesome.
And you know what it is. All right, so we're into April. April Fool's Cookies Fortune.
I kind of know what that is, but I don't know what that is.
1999.
I know
Scandal
it by
comedy
name,
film.
But yeah, it's one of those like comedies where like sweet and funny and shit.
Yeah, it looks like
Asian people in it
I
too,
could
right?
probably get no.
Don't get racist, Lou.
I'm just saying.
No,
But either way,
I don't think there's one Asian
Cookies
person.
Fortune. Cookies Fortune.
Okay, next, Out of Towners. Steve Martin, Goldie Hawn, rehashing the '80s.
I'm not sure. Steve Martin, Goldie Hawn.
What movie is that?
Out of Towners.
Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't.
And it was like, oh, well, you could have put this out in '89.
That's what Steve Martin, right? Yeah, I agree. If they made that movie 10 years prior, they probably would have made a success.
It's nice to see that cover.
Yeah.
Look at this cover, like. You would see that in your local video store in 1989. Yep.
And just say, hey, that looks like something I want to watch.
That's, hey, it's Overboard. It's fucking Roxanne, whatever. Okay.
I could not give a shit about anything.
Okay. Yeah, that was way past its time. 90. That's 10 years too late. Anyway.
What else?
Probably next we have Walk on the Moon.
Oh my God! I know.
People like this.
My sister owns
Diane the Lane, 60s or 70s, is it?
Yeah.
What's that?
Something that takes place in this 1960s or 1970s.
I don't think so.
Concert.
I think it's
is
present.
It present?
She was a couple in New
For
York
its
City.
time, I think. Yeah. I don't think it's timed. I don't think there's a timestamp, but you're scrolling way too down to give a shit.
Seems it's very romantic.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of this. I don't want to give a shit about it.
I can go back to the Matrix.
Yes. No. We're past that.
So then let's collect $200 and move past Go.
No, you know what's funny? I know some people that put that on a pedestal because it was one of Doug Liman's first movies.
Who?
Doug Liman. He's like this big like international action thing. He was the reason why he's the director for The Bourne Identity. Am I wrong? Is that Doug Liman?
Wasn't this connected to? Wasn't there a Swingers? Didn't they sell this from somebody from Swingers?
Yeah. There's like a whole phenomenon. Tell me who directed it.
Doug Liman.
Yeah, I was right. So like he's like a big deal now, especially.
You just said that.
No, I wanted to make sure if I'm talking about the right movie. But no, like he's the guy that did The Bourne Identity, which is a lot of people's favorite Bourne film. He's like
it looks very 90s, I'll tell you that.
It's super 90s.
And I remember it had that fucking soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember selling the soundtrack.
Steal My Sunshine.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
BLAM.
Steal My Sunshine was from there.
I think it's from
there. My sunshine.
Oh man, I miss those days. But no, not really. But no, they some people have put their hand on the table for that movie.
All right, I don't know.
He's the guy that that movie, The Edge of Tomorrow, with Tom Cruise. It was like a big sci-fi Groundhog Day movie.
Yeah,
he directed that movie too. Oh. That's what I'm saying. Like
another movie I just said. Yeah,
it was actually good. I'm not even gonna front.
All right, okay.
If you gotta.
So we're gonna say that Go may have been good.
May have. I don't know. I'm not gonna put my hand on the table for it just yet, but maybe I'll watch it someday.
One of my favorites. Never Been Kissed.
Yeah, no, not for me.
Okay, moving on. Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, that she was trying to do the rom-com shit.
Oh boy, All About My Mother. This was supposed to be good, I think.
Was it? I don't know what the fuck that is.
Who's the director?
Pedro
Almodovar?
Yes.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
that's one of his earlier films.
Yeah,
no, he's a big fucking deal though.
Yeah.
So maybe you're right. It might be
I
one
think
of those
I have a feeling this might be good.
Yeah,
and I just didn't watch it at the time.
Yeah, well, how could you? At that time, it wasn't easy to watch foreign films unless you saw it in the theaters.
Yeah. So I'm gonna not judge that yet.
Yeah.
You don't have anything on that, right? You never.
No, I've never seen it. I don't know what the fuck that is. I know of the guy that made it.
Goodbye Lover.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
No.
Is that Gwyneth Paltrow?
Comedic neo-noir?
No, that's a foreign film.
You're thinking of like that. That'd be the
Patricia Arquette?
Great Expectations.
Oh, that's who. Patricia Arquette. I know the cover.
But Ellen DeGeneres?
Really? Is it a comedy?
It's a comedic neo-noir.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, keep it moving. Comedic neo-noir. Everybody wanted to fucking do a neo-noir.
Who knows? I mean,
after Matrix, it was a rap. Everybody needed.
If we have no comment on it, doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's good. We just don't know what.
Even I don't know every fucking movie.
We couldn't watch them all that year.
No, we couldn't watch them all. Period.
Life.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that. Boy. Bernie Mac is one of those like.
That's Eddie.
It's just one of those comedies.
Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, just go.
No, thank you. Prison shit. Blah blah.
Friends and Lovers.
A lot of people put that up on their.
Friends of what?
Friends and Lovers.
Romantic drama. Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, it's just like he was down and out though. Still.
It's about a group of 20-somethings on a ski trip.
That's all right.
Stephen Baldwin. Oh, get the
Who
fuck
directed
out of here.
this?
George Haas.
No, thank you. I have no clue.
Who knows? Maybe
sometimes there's some things that you just pass.
April's a little shitty.
Yeah, for an April, that is pretty shitty.
Lost and Found, David Spade.
Oh yeah, there's nothing he can make.
Another David Spade
that you
movie.
Can save.
Okay, and then the classic
Pushing Tin. I actually do like that movie.
Pushing Tin wasn't bad.
That was not a bad movie.
This is the one about air traffic controllers,
yeah,
right? John Cusack and Billy Bob Thornton.
Angelina Jolie fucks her and all this.
Yeah,
shit.
This wasn't horrible.
It had its moments, man.
I don't know if it's worth talking about.
No,
it wasn't bad. It wasn't.
Either you watch it or you didn't.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Recommending? Yeah, it's up to you.
Entrapment.
A lot of people really like this shit.
Oh, they like Catherine Zeta-Jones. That's why.
I was not one of them. I did not give two shits
Who else
about
is in this?
Sean Connery. Like mixing an old man with a young woman and making them all sexy.
And they're like cat burglars or some shit like that.
I have a feeling if you liked Payback, you'll love Entrapment.
If you like that sexy shit, because there's like this like famous scene where she's like going through some wires and her ass is all up in the air, and I'm like, I don't give a shit. Yeah. Onward.
Dismissible. Idle Hands.
You know what's funny? There's a cult following. Believe it or not,
this is post Scream.
Yes.
So this is the rehash of the 80s horror in the late 90s, early 2000s.
And get it all funny and cute and shit. And believe it or not, you know who stars in this movie that started her career in this? Jessica Alba is the girl.
Oh.
Jessica Alba, this was her first film.
Vivica A. Fox.
Yeah.
So Seth Green?
Seth Green's in it.
Oh,
yes. I think he's the main character. I think he's the one with the hands. Well, whatever. Anyway.
Okay.
It was nice to revisit the poster.
All right, now we're into May.
All right, May.
April
here we go.
was just shit.
Jesus April was garbage.
I thought it was going to be way better than that. You know what it is? That's why
for a great year.
Matrix was riding that whole April wave for
Matrix
sure.
was the genius film.
You could tell in terms of that month. Yeah, you could tell that they were making money in that month.
At the beginning of May is not looking any better because first off is The Mummy.
I saw
this. Huge fucking.
This is what's funny,
I saw this in the theater.
What'd you think, Dan?
Who the hell pulled you to go see this?
Some woman I was dating at the time.
Me, I saw this after the fact. I enjoyed the fun aspect of it. I liked it. And when I long into it like that, it's not something I'm saying, yo, if you haven't watched it, you're stupid. No, I just like it. It's got fun.
Do you own it?
I do own it.
You own it?
I do own it.
Widescreen?
Yeah, man.
Special edition?
Signature edition.
You dirty.
It's got his autograph on it.
Rachel Weisz.
Yeah, man.
You son of a bitch.
You know what? You know how Encino Man is? How Encino Man is fun?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Didn't we reviewed another Brendan Fraser film?
Yes, Blast from the Past.
Blast from the Past. That was fun. I was gonna say Blast from the Past was fun.
It's like fun
the
like
Mummy
that.
Is
what the Mummy's what? Indiana Jones? What is
yes,
it?
It's like
Indiana Jones
it's everything mixed up in that.
Mummy is Indiana Jones without a brain. That's what it is. It's just like what you said about certain things.
It's
if you
action
turn your brain
adventure.
Off, the Mummy will get you there.
It
has
National Treasure.
No, I guess you could say that. I'm not a fan of that shit either, but it's there. It's where that
like the Dan Brown book movies, like that kind of shit.
Tomb Raider-esque.
Tomb Raider.
Minus the big boobs.
It's a good version of Tomb Raider. It's
minus
a fun
the big boobs.
It's a fun version of Indiana Jones. It's literally the adventure movie without a brain. It tells you the simplest story is basically like if you're still alive. It's anybody for a movie. It's a movie for somebody that just has a pulse. Okay. That's all it is. Will I recommend it? Again, if you like that.
Is it better than The Matrix? No. No, it's
no. Actually, I even I know you would agree that The Matrix.
I don't know. At least The Mummy, you don't feel smarter watching it.
Just put like this.
I'm smarter. I watched The Matrix and another film that we're going to mention later.
Yeah, it's getting fun.
I'm smart.
Yes.
Now
let's keep it moving.
Okay. May. Well, next is Election.
Yo, a lot of people hold this to a fucking high level.
It's a dark comedy.
It's a dark comedy.
Reese Witherspoon or Renee Zellweger?
No. It was her. Reese Witherspoon and
Matthew
Broderick.
And let me tell you something. People, it's like one of those smart comedies. Is what I heard. I've never seen it. I'll give you that much.
Wait, hold on. Just one. It's the author of the book is the guy that also did Little Children.
Yes.
I've read Little
Which
Children.
Which came out recently too. That one.
That was
made into a movie recently.
a few years ago. Yeah. Well, I was married then, so that's how long ago it was.
But Election, it's one of those movies like Breakfast Club. It's supposed to be like one of those things where it's like a smart comedy.
Who's the director? Alexander Payne, and it did win a Spirit Award.
Yes, it's up there. It's
for best film.
The source material.
It was one of those quality movies that I thought it was a female that directed it. But
the source material. What was the guy's name? The author of the book.
It was based on a book.
Does it say?
Well, it's one of those movies where it was like
I don't
smart that you can put it like
Tom Perrotta.
That's it, Tom Perrotta.
It was one of those movies that like if you're like one of those political type people that it resonates for you.
So
but either way.
I remember seeing it. I think around the time it came out, I remember liking it. I don't remember it too well.
Yeah,
he was a high school teacher in Fair Lawn, New Jersey.
Fuck out of here, he was a Jersey boy. Nice.
Yeah, I knew somebody that remembers seeing him in the school.
Nice. What we got after election?
Donald Trump.
Trippin' next.
There's nothing.
Yes,
I don't even go look it up yourself.
Yes.
TRIPPIN apostrophe. Go look it up. Next, Endurance, which is
so this is a
docudrama
by Terrence Malick was one of the producers.
Yes.
It was for his.
I've never seen it.
Neither have I.
But I've never seen it either.
Track documentary, it was just not my thing. Maybe I can watch it now. I am a lot more.
Walt Disney put it out.
No, essentially, none of us went running out to see it.
You're not gonna make me pay. I'm gonna be honest with you. Whatever it was, documentary, you're not gonna make me see it in theaters. I wasn't gonna go see it. I'm being honest.
It looks like it could be.
Walt Disney makes good documentaries. I will give him that.
Interesting. I never saw it.
But they release good shit in terms of documentary. But
now a remake of Midsummer Night's Dream.
Really? There was one there? Oh, yeah.
Stanley Tucci?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Klein,
that one's
Callista
like
Flockhart.
Yeah, a lot of people like that.
I didn't see it.
But I didn't see it either. It's just I almost Shakespeare'd out after Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, I try to stay away from Shakespeare in the movies.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
Next, Ghost Dog.
This is Jim Jarmusch. Didn't see it. It was. I mean, many of his films had a pretty good following at a certain point.
It's a cult classic. Yeah. That's what it is. You either know it or you don't.
And it had Forrest Whitaker in it. That's the lead.
He played Ghost Dog.
So of course, I mean, this is a bigger name.
I'm gonna be honest with you. They were
RZA did some stuff.
This is an artistic version of. It's like if you wanted to make The Last Dragon artistic. Right. That's what it. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm sure it does on some people. It's if like they got a real director and a real writer to write The Last Dragon.
Yeah, I remember it being.
There was a small phenomenon.
All right, yeah.
Forrest Whitaker, he's a good actor.
Jim Jarmusch.
All right, now we're getting into. I'm gonna take a nap, and you could just loo it up.
Oh my God, here we go. Loo it up now. That's gonna be the new thing.
Star Wars Episode 1.
Oh my God.
The fucking Phantom fucking Menace.
Okay, listen. All the Star Wars fans will go.
I will leave Star Wars. I will leave Star Wars for a different time and a different place. I'm not with the people.
The hype is huge for this.
It was the first one in what, 20 years plus?
But this is something that I will tell you.
This was Kiss putting in the
This was me, but I'm gonna speak in my 1999
Gene
person.
Simmons sticking his tongue
This
out.
movie, exactly. But I will tell you this. I will lay it to bed. One, I'm gonna tell you two things, and we can move on. One,
Jar Jar Binks. No.
Jar Jar Binks. I actually this movie exceeded my expectations in 1999. Okay, that's one thing. Two, I did like it. Three, it blew my mind like the way that Star Wars from 1977 blew people's minds. Because one, I never saw.
That's a little stretch, no?
Yeah, look,
not really. Because I'm gonna tell you, this is the reason why.
The campaign blew my fucking mind.
No, I will tell you.
I couldn't get a hamburger without.
This is the reason why I would tell you that it blew my mind.
Shit in my face.
Believe it or not, in 1999, the special effects from this movies were not. Matrix didn't do what this movie did, special effects wise.
Matrix didn't do anything.
No, I'm talking about quality of CGI.
Yes.
This fell way behind, and it came out in the same year. When you saw this one, it was like, oh, I totally get it. When it came to people being mind blown with special effects in '77, this movie did it.
This
a lot of people.
Lucas, right? This was
Lucas.
This was actually. This was the first movie that he directed since Episode 4.
So,
he didn't direct the other sequels. This is
also a film that I always say when I discuss with people my interest in filmmaking, and I say, well, I was in it a long time ago before they did digital. And they're like, really? Yes. So the story is he projected this film on certain screens on digital, but after that he then bought a digital camera and announced that everything he was going to shoot from then henceforward was going to be shot on digital. Which
He's
at
the
that
first
point,
one that started.
They weren't quite sure if the industry was going to go to digital.
Yeah.
And lo and behold,
yeah.
I saw this in the theater.
Yeah, same here. I saw it 6 times.
But no, I saw it once, maybe twice.
Yeah. But this is what I will say. I don't give a shit of what you say about Jar Jar. He was not a problem for me. I really, I've seen way worse. But this film spawned, and I don't give a shit what anybody says. This film spawned digital filmmaking. This film spawned CGI like you've never seen before. This film still holds up to this day. If you were to watch it, it does not look dated. So say what you will about what you think of the movie, but that's on you. I have no problems with this. Yes, the movie has issues, but a lot of movies we've seen that we love have issues.
This has, I mean, there's.
I am not a Star Wars guy, so
and
I expect you guys.
This has some
to let me know.
Yeah,
this storyline has some cheesiness.
Yes, it did, but Star Wars, all of it does. I've never sat there and said, you know what, that fucking 1977 movie, there's no cheesiness in it.
So
are you crazy?
At the time this came out, after watching it, and now letting it sit for.
You've seen it?
15 years.
You've seen the Phantom Menace?
I've seen parts of it.
Yeah.
I've never seen. I can't get through it.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame you.
I totally get it. There are some scenes.
It's just not
because I'll give you this one.
I don't. No.
Yeah, there's some things that it does when it comes to a slow point of a film. It drops down to a slow, non-moving point, and I totally get that. But the bigger picture,
it's not even that. I think it's something like I could see how I could watch Rocky 5.
That's true.
And someone would go, how the fuck could you watch this?
The Immaculate Conception plot point was silly.
You think so?
I think that's that's so glaringly obvious. Just glaringly obvious. It's just ridiculous.
They didn't have to go that route. He chose to do it.
So exactly, and that's
there were 4 films at this point.
Yeah.
Right. Where does this sit?
From January till now, out of all the movies that I remember seeing, Episode 1 is the best movie.
No.
I'm
saying of the middle 3, the first 3. The first 3.
The 7 releases.
The first 3 releases and this. You have 4 films. What is...
This is still the last movie of my least favorite.
This is the last...
This is the last one on the bottom pole. But to me, it's like
What's your order? Now you only have 4 films.
Wait, what are we... from the 4 films, this was my dead last.
New Hope, Empire...
Yeah, if it comes from up to that point... this was my Jedi is the worst for me when it comes to the list, because Jedi didn't inspire me.
So you're saying this comes before Jedi?
Yes, it's Empire.
I think this is a continuation of the cheesiness of Jedi.
It's a New Hope, the 4th one, Empire, this, and then Jedi. There's no inspiration in Jedi.
Okay.
This movie has more inspiration than Jedi on a lot of levels.
I have no opinion, so I appreciate.
Yeah, Jabba the Hutt.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
There are points in this, there are things in there that people do to this day because this movie exists, and I don't give a shit if.
And of the second 3, this is the best.
If out of the prequels.
Of the prequels, of the
no, Revenge of the Sith is the best. The 3rd one is the best.
The 3rd one.
So
you go 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
This is something
now all 7. That's a different list.
Lucas lost all of his rhythm with making those first 3 films.
The problem is
taking 20 years off and coming to this one.
He has an old school way of writing. It's kind of George Lucas is like that grandfather that you just let be.
I wouldn't even say that. I would say this he would have been better off making this film after he made Return of the Jedi and
what he should have done is stay as the story writer, have someone of 1999 write the script. That's what he should have done.
Cut out Immaculate Conception.
Even
Jar Jar.
There's a better way of writing that. There's a better way to write Jar Jar. There's a better way to write a lot of things.
How about just not have him in it?
Yeah, there's a better way to write Jar Jar with an eraser.
Was he over the top? Sure. But this is what's funny, and I'm actually saying, and we could just stop talking about Episode 1. I've told people to watch this. Every kid that has seen Episode 1 loves it. What are you trying to do? He made the movie that you're supposed to make as your part 1.
Okay.
Does that make sense? A lot of people.
I'm with you.
Does that make sense though? Right.
I'm with you.
I've actually shown. I told people watch all 6. Watching in order, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of people's favorite one is higher than what I would put it, but they love Phantom Menace as shit. a lot.
I remember the hype was huge.
The hype was huge, and it didn't meet expectations to most.
Right, but I remember the lines and the marketing. Like I said, I couldn't
get a hamburger
without.
Jar Jar shitting all over.
Even Austin Powers praised this movie. Because their trailer says, if you see one movie this summer, see Star Wars. If you see another movie this summer, watch Austin Powers and the Spy Who Shagged Me. Do you remember that trailer? That trailer was genius. But
that's why I figured this deserved a good chunk of the the
it's
discussion.
Still one of the highest grossing movies of that year.
Next. It was a big thing.
Let's go back to Payback. Come on.
Well,
that took half the year.
We're gonna fall right off the cliff with The Love Letter.
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
I don't know what this is.
Yes.
It may be good. I don't know.
Yes, who knows?
I doubt it.
But I have no idea what that is.
I have no idea what this is.
Keep it moving.
Skip that next. Here we go. Straight Story.
Oh, okay. So
Straight Story, David Lynch, fucking classic.
I could not believe it.
I did not see this in theater. This is actually the only David Lynch film I really like.
Wow,
really?
I think
no Blue Velvet for you.
Blue Velvet's all right. There's something about this film
Mulholland Drive.
So some of his later ones I haven't seen, but there's something. His other films fit into a category of almost like creating a spectacle that would draw you into it and keep you enraptured. Whereas this film is so plain, but it's so brilliant.
That's what I liked about it.
Rich and tender.
He made
it's fantastic.
He made something so simple in a very similar, it's kind of complicated way.
It's sort of.
It doesn't end straight. Is what I'm saying.
It's ironic.
Yeah,
oh wow. How first of all, it's called A Straight Story.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's put out by Disney. Disney put this movie out.
Weird. David Lynch
and then David Lynch is directing.
I remember always, and still to this day, it still weirds me the fuck out. David Lynch made a movie for Disney.
Richard Farnsworth's surname character is straight, so it all. But
it pisses me off. This movie is not held up as high as it should be.
Yeah, this
movie is not easy to
even for a year of great movies. This
it was a quiet, small release. Like, I think this must have been to the art houses.
It is one of the most
underrated.
I'm talking about bottom
this, along with Affliction.
Underrated and a half.
Just underrated.
Like,
those two, like you missed those two, then you fucking missed out. You were too busy fucking watching The Matrix.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I to tell you,
and becoming smart.
And what pissed me off is that movie. I mean, it went to the Oscars and all that shit, and I was so happy that it was, but. It was still that movie that people didn't see. It was just like, what is wrong?
I always remember filing away the soundtrack, and on the back there was a quote from Lynch that said, "Tenderness can be as abstract as insanity."
Yeah,
true. Yeah. That's a good.
One thing is for sure.
We can leave it there. That's really good.
Skip this, and all I gotta say is, if you can get your hands on this movie, watch it. If you're a Lynchian fan, watch it.
If you're not a Lynch fan, watch
it, bro. This has got so much heart in it, and you never really.
I think actually, if you're not a Lynch fan, will appreciate the irony behind the whole thing. And a non-Lynch fan will just appreciate it
for being
just
a
appreciate
sweet
the film.
Go watch it.
Go ahead.
That's a good one. That's nice when it comes up on the list after all that lot of crap.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
I can't believe that came out in '99.
One, I can't believe it came out in '99. One, I can't believe, and two, I can't believe I don't own it on DVD, and now it's super hard to get it because Disney is Disney. That's the way they are.
Yeah, I had to get a foreign copy.
Yeah, it's fucking hard to get it, and it's expensive. Go ahead.
We got a skipper.
What do we got?
Notting Hill.
Oh, fuck that.
Notting Hill.
Wait.
That was a big romantic.
Yeah, that was the start. If I'm correct, it was either the sequel or the start of like the whole this chick, Julia Roberts' Runaway Bride and all that shit. Yeah. Romantic comedies and all cute, sweet shit.
Okay. Pretty Woman.
Good
what?
Night.
Yeah, Pretty Woman shit.
The 13th Floor.
No, thank you.
I didn't see it.
Horror film?
Some people talked about it.
Sci-fi?
Yeah, it's
sci-fi crime thriller?
Yeah, I know. Some people hold it on some kind. There's a hit for some.
The cover looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it has this thing. I gotta check it out, but maybe someday.
All right, so we'll skip it.
It might go for a cover, and that's it.
It looks like it could be crap.
But it has this art on the poster that makes it say, "Yo, that wouldn't mind having that on my wall."
Might not.
It has a '70s look to it.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so moving on, we're into June now.
Yeah, June, man.
Instinct.
No, That's that fucking shit with
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, Anthony
Cuba
Hopkins.
Gooding Jr. I don't remember this. I think it did okay, but
it did. Some people talked about it. Some people said, "Oh my god, you didn't see it," and like I really didn't want to. I didn't give a fuck.
you know, for as good of a year '99, well, there's a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
there's a lot of garbage.
Like I remember looking and seeing a lot of and I know they're in here.
Yeah,
we're getting them.
They're just not there yet because we haven't hit those months
all
yet.
the end of the year.
Okay, so moving on, Austin Powers, Spy Who Shagged Me.
But you got to remember, that was this is summer. The good shit ain't coming out yet.
You got, the Oscar season's not here yet.
When it comes to the summer, that was the best movie of the summer.
Wait, this is the second one, right?
Yes, I loved The Spy Who Shagged Me. If you're into comedy, it's kind of a shame though. I really would have thought people would kind of hold it on a much higher pedestal when it comes to the Austin Powers franchise. But there are people that have never heard of it.
Yeah, no,
at all. That's pretty fucking crazy.
It's watchable. It's
funny.
It's
funny. It has moments. But it's not like this. Like
funny.
Oh my,
it had a cultural thing.
Yeah,
for a
like
while,
I'm surprised. Like Fat Bastard, all that, and it's so weird that it just stayed in the year that it was in, or at least 5 years after. That's it. You know, because it didn't make a third movie after the fact. But you know, onward.
Take it or leave it. The General's Daughter. Oh boy.
That was the movie I was considering.
Is he dancing in this one?
Brian Wood saw this.
That's one of those law things, like
was military.
You know, it's military, but it's written or told in the way of like Citizen Kane, where it's like it happened already and they go back to
right.
It's not like that. It's my cousin liked it, but it was like whatever. I confused that Civil War, that civil action shit that you said earlier in January. I confused it with that.
Oh.
I thought it was that, but it wasn't
Same thing.
Same kind of like mentality bullshit.
An Ideal Husband.
I have no idea. Who the fuck is that?
Didn't do that.
Probably a foreign film. Keep it moving.
Tarzan animated.
I like this movie. I
really thought we were just gonna skip this.
No, real quick. It was the last. I believe it's the last hand-drawn cartoon that Walt Disney made. And how can you skip it when it has one of the best soundtracks of that year? Phil Collins soundtrack. Dude, the whole fucking thing. It's actually good shit. I'm talking about it's up there with like fucking all the Aladdin and all that shit. No, soundtrack wise.
It may be good.
It's actually good. It was told good. It was told fine for
Disney movie. You know what I mean?
It's the last one that I believe it was good. Hand drawn was because if you remember, Toy Story knocked it out of the park and everybody wanted to watch digital cartoons.
No, that's true.
But anyway. He thought he was gonna skip Tarzan.
I really thought we were just gonna go. I was shocked.
Yeah. Oh my God, Big Daddy came out that year.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I like this movie.
Another fucking Adam Sandler.
Yeah, no, but it was still one of the good ones. Yeah, it was still one of the good. If you like the Happy Gilmores and the Billy Madisons, you know those comedies.
Waterboy.
Just give me those two, and I'm good. I don't need any more. Big Daddy was okay. It was like when Jim Carrey was like with the fucking liar.
That's the only.
Come on already.
Yeah.
I've seen this.
Yeah, that I hold it for.
How many times you gonna play the same character with a different name?
But
Ben Stiller.
Keep it moving.
Still,
I am not a fan.
20 years of that shit. Anyway,
too much.
It
has its moments. George Lord Adams is in it too.
Sandler being a fucking idiot. It's funny.
Yeah.
Good.
It had his moments. Thanks. He was still somewhat in the way that he could make good movies, but
thanks for coming. Thanks for having me. Okay, here's a big one.
Are we still in June?
We're right at the end of June now.
Okay.
Two movies came out. There's one that we're gonna just go right. I'm actually gonna go out of order. Two came out on the 30th.
Okay.
Huge one. Huge flop. Wild West.
Oh, like the $30 million thing.
Kevin Kline.
Big
summer blockbuster.
Let me tell you a little something.
Fucking.
Let me ask you something. This was the flop of all flops. They thought this was gonna make a shitload of money, and it was.
This was
Ghostbusters. If you watch
the new Ghostbusters, remember that new They had Taco Bell's got it.
Oh man, they thought it was.
The insurance companies using it in the commercial, over marketed to shit.
Let me tell you a little something if you didn't know.
Wow, wait, Will Smith did
he thought he was gonna recapture Men in Black with the Wild West.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. This was pretty funny, and I know that you'll agree with me here. I don't know if you know this, but he turned down the role of Neo from The Matrix to do this.
That's unfortunate.
Now let me ask you this. Which out of the two?
Oh, come on.
No,
Matrix.
Exactly. I just needed you to admit it.
Hey, Wild West.
Yeah, go right ahead. You know,
what do you do? Like it's like, oh,
it's amazing.
You're asking me, oh, well, you
All I'm saying is I wanted you to acknowledge something, that the Matrix had something.
This piece of fruit fell on the floor, rolled around in some dirt and bugs. Or this pile of shit.
Yeah,
well, I don't want to eat actual shit, so I'll take the fruit that rolled around.
Yeah, man,
in dirt.
that was some really bad. That was some really bad thing. You know, there's actually, if you want to watch something that actually ties this movie in a documentary, is the Superman Lives documentary. Yeah. Talks about this movie. There's a attachment to this movie, brief one.
Wild West.
So check it out. The Superman Lives and what happened to the Superman.
I love it when things flop. I love it when big blockbusters.
Yeah, they just like literally like, because the thing is with episode 1, though people weren't very too happy with it, it was a fucking commercial success. It made fucking money. Yeah. Okay, it was definitely a profit making movie.
There was no way it wasn't.
You know, exactly. Well, it could have been. It could have been Wild Wild West because it was a remake of a TV show. Will Smith was at the top of his game. Kevin Kline was fucking cool, and it just did shit.
Big robotic spiders.
Yeah, big robotic spiders. There's a big sci-fi thing with cowboys, and it just didn't work. Yeah, no, but either way, let's go into
that came out that day.
Which was
South Park.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Went to the theater to go see it. Loved it.
Blew my mind. I've never seen
just for the music alone.
Yeah, I've never seen a comedy that in a movie theater that made me laugh so fucking hard while watching it in the theater. Never had that experience. South Park Bigger Longer Cup did that for me.
The show has always been, since the beginning, in touch with culture.
Yes.
And sometimes a lot of the parts of culture that we are embarrassed
love
we don't like to talk about. It's a lot of this got into with the Canada,
everything.
the whole
about
story,
censorship,
said
all that
something
shit.
About America.
Yeah.
It's a nice snapshot of where we were at that point.
Yep.
And it's scary. It's true, but we're sort of there again.
That was definitely one of the funniest movies that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Definitely worth seeing. One of the best of that year, and the soundtrack again.
That's what's
those
funny.
Fucking guys can write songs.
It actually won for an Oscar for Fuck Canada. I mean, not Fuck Canada. The other one.
Canada.
No, not Blame Canada. It was Uncle Fucker. Believe it or not, Uncle
Fucker.
Fucker. It didn't win. I don't know if it won, but it was nominated for Uncle fucking Fucker, bro.
Those songs are so well written, like structure. Like
this is what's crazy.
And they have the little background choruses.
Yeah.
And they do little rounds, little musical things that you don't normally.
Yeah, this is what's funny. I went in there not knowing it was gonna be a musical, and I was a little upset for a second. For one smidge, I was like, "This is a musical," and I said, "This is a fucking musical," and I fucking enjoyed every bit of that movie.
That was a great movie.
That's one of the best movies.
Dan, you got anything on this? Did you see it?
I saw it in the theater. Yeah. It was good. Yeah, I never really gravitated towards. Too much towards the show.
Were you watching the show before?
No. I saw some episodes. I mean, it was fine. And, everything you said is true. They've always hit. They've hit the nail right in the head when it comes to representation of the culture going on in the United States.
And if you're still watching it, it could still hold up on some factors.
I think it actually holds up. More now
on a lot of things.
I think since the movie.
I know that it's
turning point for when they really. Because when they did the other one, what was the
Team America?
Team America.
It was another movie that hit it out the park too. Yeah. To me, I think it was phenomenal.
But I think this was the point where they really took a stand, and now it's you watch the first episode to now what it is now.
There's no way that if you like South Park that you have not watched this movie, and if you have not watched this movie and you watch South Park, shame on you.
Yeah.
Lou, what's the film that's got the sound the song "What Makes a Man"?
That is from Orgasmo.
Okay.
That was a movie before this one.
Yeah.
That's one of the best songs.
But that's the same guys.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Those two can write songs.
Yes, they can. Yes, they fucking really can.
Okay, so now we're into the summer. It's July.
Summer with July's good shit. Here it goes. Pop culture.
Here we go. And now this
popcorn.
Dan and I are gonna leave the room, and Lou is just gonna talk for fucking hours about Summer of Sam.
Really? You really? Am I really? Really? Like, come on, dude.
This is yours, dude.
I understand.
This is more yours than Phantom Menace.
Yes, it is. No.
You were that big of a fan of this?
He fucking loved this thing.
He's
going to stand up and die for this.
I will tell you this one. Not talking about Do the Right Thing, but out of all of his categories, I think this is the best movie ever.
I saw this in the theater, and I was like, all right, whatever.
Really?
It was
take it or leave it.
Really?
Look, it's not that fantastic.
It's not horrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
It's better than a lot of the shit
I
he's
think
made.
the intention is good.
It's better than Payback.
Let me just,
yeah, I'll watch this. I'll watch it before Matrix.
Yeah, okay, yeah, obviously I know that, but let me ask you this:
I'll watch it before Phantom Menace.
Do the Right Thing is not on his filmography. Out of all the movies you've ever seen, which one
I'd
actually
say that
strikes a
he's
chord?
a director that shows signs of promise.
But can't do it.
But he hasn't done it yet.
Because Do the Right Thing didn't do it.
Because Do the Right Thing actually showed.
Yeah.
Like a director that has
That's
promise.
why I say that. Like this is
it wasn't this has hints.
Out of all the things he's ever done, and if he did not do the Right Thing, this movie would be the pinnacle of his career.
Yeah.
And yes. A lot of people like the 25th Hour.
I don't know, man. This one is all right.
Let's go through his catalog again.
Oh shit, my bad. I'm forgetting one. Malcolm X. Forget it.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry, here we go. So take those two out. Because those two...
Take his two best films out.
That's the thing, because... No. Because
what was the other one? No, there was the other one. There was another one.
Was a solid movie, but
what was the basketball one?
Oh, the one with Denzel and shit?
Yeah.
He did Jungle Fever too, right?
He did Jungle Fever too.
Yeah, you serious? I don't know. Get the fuck. That shit is so dated. Summer of Sam is not dated because it's one of those movies that you can go back.
Well, because it takes place in the fucking 70s.
But it's a real history. Like
it is. Look, I'll take it or leave. I'll
all right,
it. I don't hate it.
No. I think that
I love it. You love it.
It's one of his top 5.
Sing its praises.
Movies.
Now's your chance. We're never talking about it again.
Hands down, it's one of the best movies he's ever made. When it comes to his, his knock it out of the park stuff, you don't want to put it up against that. The knock it out of the park ones, that's a whole different color.
It's all right.
Put that shit somewhere else with other knock it out of the park movies. But when it comes to like solid good movies, this one I think it holds it up. Top.
It was good. It's a
solid good stuff.
If it came out today, it would.
Nah, I think it
would sit a lot higher on the list because there's a lot of shit.
Yeah,
but for 1999, I don't think this even cracks the top 20.
Did you get to see his new shit? Chirac?
No.
Yikes. That's all
I know it's if I say I don't like it, I'm a racist. But whatever. I don't.
He did something smart by doing something really stupid with it. Okay, he did what they did with Romeo and Juliet because it's a Greek myth, one of those Greek stories, famous Greek stories, which he, made it all, and he does it with the rhyming and all that shit.
Right.
It's just like Romeo and Juliet with Leo and all them shits. But it contradicts itself at times, and then he starts making fun of his own topic of movie. It's like, the movie, short explain, what the movie's about, it's about gangster shit, and both sides are just take the Bloods and the Crips. And the women that date these men don't give them any sex.
Okay.
They go onto this kind of like dry spell on the men until they stop fighting. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Do you understand where I'm going with that?
Right.
Apparently it happened in real life somewhere in Africa. Okay, whatever you say. So I was like, in the movie, the ridiculousness, it holds up. The problem is that towards the end of it, as it starts going from the second half on to the end, it starts making fun of itself and it starts kind of ridiculing itself. So the main character that, his girl gave him the drought, he was fucking other bitches. I was like, that just contradicts everything. So what's the point of learning about what they're doing? Right. So what they're doing is based on nothing if the guy's just fucking some other chick that's giving him pussy. That's what I'm saying. You're laughing at your own seriousness. You're joking about. You're making a comedy with your own seriousness. I was like, you're horrible.
Inconsistencies from beginning to end in his movies, they're there. They're always there.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. They're in this movie too, because even though this is a period, this takes place at a certain time with real events with fake ones thrown in.
Exactly. Like Titanic.
I didn't feel like I was in, what is it, 77, 78?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I was there. I felt like I was in 1999 watching a bad high school production about the 70s.
Oh man, keep it on.
Nice.
I didn't feel it was authentic.
As much, yeah.
It's not horrible. I just didn't feel it was
it's got definitely
as
cool
authentic.
ass moments.
And I think there's more on that list of his. What didn't he do? Did he do Bamboozled?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought Bamboozled was better than this.
Blackface,
really?
Right? It was about blackface.
I know that a lot of people like The Inside Man. It has to do with cigarettes and law stuff with Russell Crowe. This would maybe I think that came out.
Yeah.
I forgot. I just put
this
movie
thing slowly falls down the list. I mean, it's not it's not bad.
I'm not saying it's a mind blower, but I think it's one of his stronger, solid, good movies. And I still hold it to this day.
I take it or leave it.
Go ahead, man. We can move it on. We talked. Even I will admit we talked a little bit too much.
So a huge movie from that year. We spoke about it. then, and we could speak about it now, and I think I'll have a different opinion. American Pie. I hated it then, and I told you guys that it represented that certain high school fucking idiot meathead.
Yeah.
That I just, I couldn't
there
stand
are better
it.
movies.
And this was their movie.
Yeah.
But I have watched it since. It's been on HBO, which is the only way I watch anything nowadays.
Yeah.
And I watched this, and I watched its sequels.
Damn, you actually marathoned this bitch?
I didn't marathon it. No.
Yeah, well, you kind of did when you watch all of them.
I didn't watch them all in a row.
Was the foreign student in the second and third one?
What's that?
Is the foreign student in the second and third?
Yeah, she's in, I think, one of the...
Oh, good. I gotta see them both. Then.
But wrap it up because this is just way too
No, I honestly think over time, it sits better. At least it shows a snapshot of that time.
Of 1999.
It's very 1999.
And all its pie fucking glory.
If you like all the fucking dumb... Apatow fucking...
That is Apatow before Apatow. Yeah,
it's Apatow before Apatow. If you like all that bullshit, then this is your movie.
For you.
I liked, and maybe I'll like Apatow shit in 15 years too. We'll have to check in and find out. But I actually don't mind this. I can get through it now. And there's some shit that's funny. Some shit is edgy for the time.
Yeah.
But would you really think about fucking a pie?
No, I wouldn't. But I don't think that even though that's the... There's It's like the 80s, because the 80s high school comedy doesn't fly with everyone,
No.
like
This is 90s comedy.
This is a nice snapshot of that. This is the rock and roll high school or whatever of that period, and it's funny, and it's not.
I'd rather watch 10 Things I Hate About You. But...
All right, I'll definitely watch this before I watch the fucking Matrix.
Keep it moving.
All right, but this was huge that year. This was
magnificently huge.
All the way until it came out on fucking home video.
Now I think the next one is one I think that we're getting into a few here that
Are we still in June?
We are now in July.
Okay, cool.